I'm gonna tell you this right now. If I don't win a lot of money tonight at Aria, I'm gonna burn this motherfucker to the ground.
We don't really know where the world is gonna go, but now everybody knows that you can't stop for too long. Got to keep going. Don't really know where the world is gonna go, but now everybody knows that you can't stop for too long. Got to keep going. Don't really know where the world is gonna go, but now everybody knows that you can't stop for too long. Got to keep going.
Hey everybody, man, it feels good to be back. I didn't really go anywhere. I've been here. I just had children, and they're awesome. And I recommend, if you don't have any, having sex and getting some of them. If you want to see pictures of the kids, which is something you're allowed to do, just go to my Instagram, AdamRude2Go. What are we doing? I got 6-3 of diamonds here at the Aria Casino Hotel and Event Center. Looks like I made it $30 to go in the button. That seems reasonable, I think. You guys may disagree. You're allowed to do that. Flop is deuce 4 queen. Not much going on there. Backdoor flush draw and a gutter ball to the nut straight. Checks to me. I bet $75. That again seems quite reasonable. The big blind gets out of the way. I'm just gonna try to take this down. Well, that's not going to work. Under the gun +1 makes the call. So we're gonna have to hit our hand here now that we're going to be going to a turn card. And then what's going on? Why are we not seeing the turn card yet? Oh, that's why. Because the cutoff makes it $225 to go. Now, if you're going to call this $225, what I recommend that you do is you look at your opponent's stack and see how much money he has behind to make sure that you're warranted, that he has enough to make this call. And I can tell you this right now, he doesn't. He doesn't have enough, and I either didn't look at that or didn't care because I ended up making the call. So we're going to go heads up now to a turn, and if I'm going to pick a turn card, I'm just going to hand pick a turn card out of the deck. That's the one I'd pick, the 5 of spades. So now I have the nuts. Can't beat me even if you tried. He goes all in. Like I said, he didn't even have close to enough. He only had 280 behind. I make the call after no deliberation because I knew I had the best hand, obviously. Ace on the river, I turn over my hand, and I'm good.
We don't really know where the world is gonna go, but now everybody knows. Now everybody knows that you can't stop for too long. Got to keep going. Don't really know where the world is gonna go, but now everybody knows that you can't stop for too long. Got to keep going. Don't really know.
Excellent. Pocket deuces in the small blind. Not a bad place to have. There's no bad place to have pocket deuces. This is not a good board for pocket deuces. That's a jack, a 7, and a 3, but I made it up in my mind. Like I just had this epiphany, this idea that I was just going to win the pot. You know that scene in the Rounders movie where Matt Damon says, I just chose right there. I was going to outplay him in this pot. That's me. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do right here to Abella Danger. What do? I bet $50 on that 8. I'm representing hearts. Gosh dang it, I'm pretending I have 5 hearts. That's a flush. I'm pretending I got it. I bet 50, get raised to 175. Now here's a thought. Fold. The jig is up. It didn't work. The plan didn't pan out. Oh, contrary, I say to thee, I make it $450 because I am a baller shot caller, 20-inch blades on my Impaler.
But now everybody knows that you can't stop for too long. Got to keep going. Don't really know.
All right, guys, shout out to the sponsor of today's video, which is Rad Poker. Dudes, you have no idea the improvements that they've made. They have completely redesigned the gaming controls, like the way you bet. It's so much smoother and a more enjoyable experience. And they did that based on input from you guys. I'm serious. They listen. I see those comments. I pass that shit on. But most importantly, starting today, the 27th of February, Rad Poker is going to start giving away $5,000 a month to the top 20 players on the leaderboard. Now, how do you get on the leaderboard? It's super... Hold on.
Yeah? Mr. Adams, sir? We're back on in 5.
All right. It's super easy. Just go down to the description box below. You'll find a little link there. You click on the link. You download the app. You become a Rad Poker Pro, and you just start grinding. And you say, but Adam, I'm a super busy person. I don't have time to be grinding all these poker games. Well, sure you do. Just do like I do. And do it on a break from your day job.
The world is gonna go, but now everybody knows that you can't stop for too long. Got to keep going. Don't really know where the world is gonna.
Hey, so they just had the Global Poker Awards. Now, I didn't win. I actually wasn't even nominated. But this year, when they have a category for the worst display of skill with pocket queens, I guarantee you I'm nominated. I'm probably going to win. So far, so good. I make it $15. Hijack calls, cutoff calls. Now the big blind makes it 50. Shirley raises incoming. This is great. So far, perfect. I make it 130. The hijack is obviously going to fold. The cutoff, who could only call 15, who knows why he's thinking about 130. He's clearly going to fold, and he does so right there. Big blind now has an option, can 5-bet, which would be kind of thioy, or can just call. Elects to call out of position, so I'm probably winning at this moment. Then he does this thing where he checks in the dark. People like to do that. They think it's cool. It's not really cool, because he would have checked any hand he had anyway, and because that's just the natural way the hand was going. And I check behind because there's an overcard there, and I'm a wussy. We go to a turn card, which is a 6. And remember, this dude made a 3-bet and then called my 4-bet. 10s and jacks and ace-queen and ace-king and all sorts of hands are in that range. So I just decide, a dollar saved is a dollar earned. That's a saying, right? People say that. And so I just throw the hand away. No big deal. Just get out of Dodge. We're not going to lose another dollar. And did I play that passively? Let me know in the comments. Here we've moved on to greener pastures. We're at the Rio, playing the 2-5 no limit. The reason that we're at the Rio is Grace wanted to play in the Daily Deep Stack Tournament, and she talked me into playing in the Daily Deep Stack Tournament too. I lasted one hand because that's what I do when I play tournaments, and she's still in it. That's why you don't see her at the table. And I play this hand perfectly so far. I just check 8-6 offsuit in the big blind, and it comes 8-6 king. Now I'm going to have to bet it, and the reason is there's spades out there and straight draws out there, and you got to charge these people. Plus I have 2 pairs, so let's just put money out there. I put out $25. Middle position player calls. The hijack player takes a little bit, but eventually does fold. And then Muhammad, I believe, is the name of the guy in the cutoff. The reason I think his name is Muhammad is because I think he told me that. He goes ahead and he makes the call. Now, the graphic says there's $187 in the pot, but there's not. I need to fire my editor, but I can't because it's me. Now there's $187 in the pot. I throw out that 100 with the board getting a little straighty. The middle position player, he's going to think forever. This guy just, that's what he does. He thinks forever. When he was getting married, he probably had to think about saying, I do. He ended up making the call, and then Muhammad makes the call too. Now, the river card, we're hoping is like not a 5. Okay, good. It's a 5. So that's not really great because now there's a 4 card straight out there. The only saving grace is that the spades missed, but spades wouldn't call a bet anyway. Yeah, so I throw out $110. And why did I do it? Well, that's a blocking bet, guys. Some people love them, some people hate them. I was just trying to get away cheap because I want to go to showdown. And if I check and he bets like 800, what am I going to do? Now, he probably wouldn't bet 800, but if he did, you never know. Middle position, like I said, takes forever, makes the call, and then it gets over to Muhammad. And maybe he sees that block bet as weakness because he makes it $500 to go. Maybe he didn't. Maybe he just got a really good hand, and that's possible too. People are allowed to have good hands. It sucks when it happens to you, but it does happen. I'm going to have to sheepishly fold now, so my plan of block betting to get it to showdown cheap didn't work. And then, of course, since he called 110, now he's got to think about, can he call 390 more? Of course he can't, but he's going to think about it anyway, just to drive me nuts. But finally he does. There it is. He throws his hand in the muck. And Muhammad's a nice guy. He shows he's got pocket 9s. So, got a little sticky there, didn't you, Muhammad?
Guys, I appreciate you sticking around to the end of this video, and I'm going to ask you for money. Back when the pandemic was like, we played these charity poker tournaments online. We're going to do it again, March 27th at 7 p.m., okay? 7 p.m. my time in Nashville. I don't know what time that is for you. We're playing a $100 poker tournament. $75 of that will go to the prize pool. $25 is going to go to Shriners. What is Shriners? Shriners takes like these kids, right? Kind of like St. Jude, but St. Jude does like a lot of cancer stuff. Shriners takes kids like brittle bone disease and these weird afflictions that people can have, and they fix them and they make them happy. And why would we not want to give money to them? So if you want to be a part of that, there's lots of ways to do it. The easiest way to do it is to click on the Telegram down there. But you can also get a hold of me on any of my social medias. They're all posted down there, and I will one-on-one, I will get you in that tournament. Okay, March 27th, 7 p.m., $100. Be there.